titled Skeletons. I remember the first time I laid my eyes on you. You had just gotten off the plane, your hair was a bit disheveled, and you smelled like Old Spice cologne. And I thought you were the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I sort of remember the first time we kissed, but I was so nervous and shaky like I am now that it's almost a blur. But I want to believe it was magical. I remember the first time you touched me, the way you caressed my thighs and sides like I was someone to be worshipped, that I was more than mortal flesh on bones, a goddess. I also remember the first time I held you while you cried because the demons inside were trying to break free. And every time one of those monsters broke loose, I still found it in my heart to love you. Soon after our fairy tale started, I noticed my sleeping patterns were more erratic than before, my posture progressively getting worse. I was holding the weight of your world and mine on my shoulders. I was concaving into myself, and suddenly, I couldn't take it anymore. The skeletons in my closet were breaking down doors. The monsters under my bed were screaming. I was drowning in an ocean of fear, and when I held out my hand, you let me sink to the bottom. You told me you were afraid of commitment, and I thought to myself, how in the hell can you be afraid of commitment when you have tattoos? How can you let go of your promises? Why can't my demons be loved too? These are questions I wanted to ask, but the only words that spilled out of me were, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I can do better, I can be better. I'll quiet those monsters, I'll hang my skeletons back up. I won't be human anymore if that means you'll stay. Because who else is going to love me like you did? Who else is going to call me 10 times in a row in the middle of the night? Who else is going to guilt trip me to stay home to talk for a mere 5 minutes instead of going out with my friends? Who else is going to dismiss my worth like you did? So what I have taken from our happily never after is that we just weren't good for each other. Now I realize I deserve to be with someone who isn't you and a better version of me. Now I can caress my own goddamn thighs. Now I can sleep throughout the night. Now I'm getting text messages from you, pulling any and all strings to talk to me. And now I realize that I am the prettiest skeleton hanging in your closet. I am the girl who cried wolf. I am the girl who plants seeds that sprout bullshit. I am the girl who surrounds herself with garbage because it makes me feel safe, because I trash my body like I trash my space. I am the girl who never keeps her promises because my indecisiveness has gotten out of hand. It has grown inside me like a sickness, and so far there's been no cure. I am the girl who can feel the sting of hot coals beneath her feet but is too scared to move. The girl who takes all the wrong turns and falls out of groove because getting back into the swing of things is so fucking hard. Because it's a lot easier to have blades kiss my wrist or a few packs of cigarettes. Because who cares if I illegally drink 2 or 3 bottles of wine at a time? The fuck it, we're young mentality is so addicting. As long as I show that I'm not sad, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. No matter what I say or don't say, do or don't do, I will always be the girl who cried wolf. So I'll howl at the moon in hopes tomorrow will bring you clear skies. I hope the next seeds I plant will sprout someone nicer. So pray for some sun and a little bit of rain because I'm trying. This is titled Dear Mom. More than anything in the world, I want you to be at peace with yourself. More than anything in the world, I want you to be able to take a shower without crying. That when you close your eyes at night, you don't dream of your own funeral or wake up and think of our funerals because you're crazy sometimes. You deserve to feel better. You deserve to experience the sun kiss your skin, to sing happy songs in the kitchen. You deserve to have your small accomplishments acknowledged. The world wouldn't be the same without you. The stars wouldn't burn as bright without you, because without your love, a mother's love, everything would be different. No matter how many fights and tantrums, no matter how many cries of pain, you have kept my head above water. It was you who let everything into my heart. It was you who dealt with my impatience, my immaturity. It was you who kissed my healed wounds. It was you who reminded me to be realistic. It was you who taught me there was more than one way to say I love you. It has always been you. I may not be able to pick my favorite song, but I know damn well I can pick you as my favorite person. So make sure you always wear your seatbelt. Look both ways before crossing the street. Get all the rest you possibly can, and mind the stairs.